A few months ago, I created a video when I was doing something a little different here on Patreon, but I thought it would be a good time to update the why I'm on Patreon video, because things have changed since I made that one. What has changed? I'm on Patreon because my dream is to live in Paris, retired and living off my writing while I continue to write. But living off your writing means your writing makes you money and doesn't lose you money. And at this point in my writing experience, we're not there. But I'd like to be. And I'd like to do it without having to spend a ton of money on advertising, which is pretty much the prescribed way to do it. To live off of each book really begins with each book being able to sustain itself. A sustainable book costs nothing out of my pocket. It makes its money back. And that's not an easy thing to do. None of my books have yet done that. I guess maybe Modern Persuasion has. But the investment in a book differs from project to project. The 20th Century Austen books cost thousands of dollars between the different editors and the cover design and the marketing and promotion. Something like Kraulock costs a couple hundred, because cover design does cost money and so does editing, but not as much as the illustrated covers for the 21st Century Austen books. So if I'm going to make my writing sustainable, I have to think of different ways. And this is the way I'm considering. I like this way because this way gives me collaborators. And there are a lot of writers on Patreon who are trying to make this work. And a lot of people have different approaches. Some advise other writers on how to write. Some just give early access so that people can read before the book is published. But you're going to get that too with me. But I want you to be my collaborators. I don't want you to just be the end readers. Because for me, the fun is getting feedback from people, knowing that people enjoy it, or seeing where you've identified a problem, a plot hole. Because if we find these things before the book is published, the less likely there are going to be other problems. But collaborative process is a little different than anything that we've ever done before, or I've ever done before. And even, excuse me, even though this started with Write Soon, I have other projects that I'm working on. I have a collection of horror short stories. I have the 21st Century Austen series, which is almost at its halfway point. And I think people want to be involved in all of that. Just different people for different projects. So I've changed the structure of Patreon to help create the support system. And now you can pick one of 3 projects, or 2 of 3, or all 3. Whatever suits you as a reader, and your taste as a reader, romance, chick lit, horror, there's a project for you on this. And for $2 a month, you get, in the end, a signed paperback copy with your name on the title page as a collaborator. So you're going to get your copy of the book. You're just paying for it a little early. And your name gets in it, which is, in my opinion, the best part of it. I mean, I love to walk away with a paperback copy, but quite honestly, seeing my name in print is half of the thrill in all of this. So I hope you'll join me in trying to share these stories about unique women who are feminists, who live their best lives as best as they can, but often struggle with both life and romance. And I hope that these books are better products in the end because you've joined me. So thank you. And please sign up for one of the projects or all of the projects when you want.